Alright, we're here on opening day of youth rifle season. Oliver is ready to get a big one. Yeah. Hopefully we can do well today. There's we're in our redneck blind right now. So hopefully we see some good deer today.
Right in front of it. Right in the very front of it. Shoot. Yeah. Don't shoot. Enemy shooting. Okay. Safety's off, okay? Okay. Wait, not nothing in the knife. Is it recording? Yes. A good shot. Fire. Right in front of him. Right in the very front of him. Shoot. Yeah.
Did he get it?
Did you shoot him right here? Right here? You did? What happened?
Like a jerk. My dad.
Oh, sorry.
Right there.
Sorry. Did you get him?
I think I did.
Good job.
Let's go. Ollie, what do you have to say? You're keeping up the post-Halloween streak. Last year, you got a good deer. This year.
Hey, good job, bud. You shot him right here. Right in the center. Good job, Nemo. You the man.
Yeah. Hey, that deer just randomly just walked out. It's too bad this window was kind of foggy. It was kind of hard to see through there, but I still did see.
That is awesome, Biggo.
Yeah. Are you excited? Yeah. We're keeping the post-Halloween streak going. That's amazing.
Oliver.
Yes.
Knocking them Halloween bucks down.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, bud. Big O. What'd you do last year the day after Halloween?
I shot a big deer.
What's today?
The day after Halloween.
What'd you shoot?
A big deer.
Wow. How much candy did you get last night?
24 pounds.
24 pounds. How much did you get last year?
20.
Wow. That is awesome. Congratulations.
We looked for a long time that day, but we weren't really finding anything. The blood was just kind of circling around, so we called in some drone deer recovery for our area, and they did a really good job, and it was really cool. So this is just a little bit of what they did. On the thermal drone, the animals are going to look like little white dots. You can actually change the setting where it'll make them look black or red, but for this setting it was on little white dots. So we were trying to find the like it'll be a lot brighter white than the other stuff, because the whiter it is, that means the more heat it has, and so animals, you know, have body heat, and so whenever you're looking on a thermal drone, they're going to be like the brightest thing out there. So it was really nice to see it. And you can see right here in the center, right there, we found an animal. And we zoomed in on it. And it turned out it was a deer after we got better view. Because whenever we were doing this, there were a bunch of leaves on the trees. And so it was kind of hard to see through the trees whenever you zoomed in sometimes. So we had to get better angles and try to figure out what the animals were. And we ended up finding a lot of deer, which we'll show you. But this one happened to be a whitetail buck, and we got like really excited about it. And but it turned out that when we got a better angle, it was not the one we were looking for. You can see his little white tail kind of in the center, and his head is up towards the top corner, left corner. And it's kind of hard to see in this side, but if you zoom out, we ended up zooming out and getting a better angle, and we spent a lot of time on this deer because we really thought it was the buck we had a shot at. But as you can see in this video, his antlers are different than the one that we shot, so we figured out that this was not the deer we were looking for. But it was still really cool to be able to see the deer, because like during this, I don't remember how many hundreds of feet were up in the air, like 300 or something, 400 feet up, and this is like 400 and 300 feet up, and you can still see the deer like this good, which is crazy. But so we decided to keep looking, and it was really cool. After a while of looking at the buck, we zoomed out and continued to look around for the buck Oliver had shot at. This is kind of what the thermal drone looks like without like having the thermal on. As you can see, it was really, really beautiful way up high, because the leaves were just turning, and it just looks really beautiful up there. So, but we continued to look around, and that's one of our food plots right there in the middle. So we turned the thermal back on to continue to look around some of our woods and our food plots. So we looked around, and you can see that white dot in the food plot right there, and you can tell from here that it's a deer. We zoomed in, and it's just like a little buck. In a few years he'll be bigger, but just a little one right now. Seeing the deer was really cool, but we had to get back to trying to find the buck that Oliver shot. So we were trying to see what we could find, and we looked for a while. It was really fun to look. It's super fun to look on a thermal drone. If you've never done it, you should try it sometime. So we continue to look, and then, as you can see, there's this opening towards the middle of the screen, and there's a white little spot on it, and you can kind of see it. You can kind of tell it's a deer. But finally we got to zoom in on it, and you can tell just a doe eating or doing whatever. It's just crazy how far up the drone in the sky is, and how far down it can see, and the quality of it from how high it is. So yeah, it was just a doe, so she walked back in the woods. So we zoomed out and kept on looking. After some searching, we found some heat in the trees right there. You can kind of see it right there in the middle. And so we tried to zoom in on her, whatever. We didn't know really what it was yet at the time. But because of the leaves on the trees, they were in like a really thick spot. So we had to keep trying to get different angles, which sometimes when the leaves are on the trees can take a really long time. So this kind of took a little while. The best time to use a thermal drone is whenever the leaves aren't on the trees, like in winter or after the trees have fallen off and fall. The leaves have fallen off and fall, my bad. But sometimes, you need the drone and the leaves have not fallen off yet. And that's what we needed. And at this time, the leaves hadn't fallen off. So sometimes it was hard to get the best angles. It can be really hard sometimes to find a good angle to be able to zoom in and see the animal you're trying to find, or whatever you're trying to find, with the leaves on the trees. It's a lot easier to do without leaves on the trees, and so sometimes winter is the best time to do it. But we zoomed in at this little opening in the woods, and you can tell just a doe eating and finding food. It's always fun to get out in God's creation and see what He's made, and for us to enjoy and watch. It just shows us how amazing God is, that He can create all that in only 6 days. This is another angle of the deer eating. So we zoomed out, kept on looking. Guys, sadly, we did not end up finding the deer that we were looking for, that Oliver shot. And I guess that it must have survived long enough to make it onto someone else's property, or somehow maybe it lived, but I doubt it. It's probably dead somewhere on someone else's property, sadly. But it is really still cool that we got to call in the thermal drone, because I never seen anyone use a thermal drone before, except on like YouTube videos and stuff. And it was really cool how they do it. So if you live in southeastern Missouri like I do, they have SEMO Drone Solutions. This is their card right here. I showed you it earlier in the video, and I highly recommend them if you live in southeastern Missouri or near that like I do. They did a really good job, and they were really nice. And even though we couldn't find the deer, it was still like a really cool experience, and a great way to be able to see like what's in your woods. And they'll even come check, and you can just have them come and try to see like what deer are in your woods. And they'll usually do it whenever the leaves have already fallen off the trees, because that makes the process a lot faster, because they don't have to try to circle around something to try to get a good angle at it through the trees, through the leaves. And so it was just a really good experience. And if you guys have never used a thermal drone before or seen someone do it in real life, you should do that because you will like it a lot. And so thanks for watching this video, guys. Please subscribe to Forkliftmen Boys to help us out. And get out in God's creation and have fun.